In December 2003, my 13-year-old son, Daniel Morcombe, was abducted and murdered by twice convicted pedophile Brett Cowan. Cowan was not known to our family, but like us, he lived on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Nobody in the community knew of his extensive criminal record. Since 2014, the Morcombe family have publicly supported and advocated for the development of a public accessible sex offenders register in Australia.
We know that much sexual offending occurs within families and people very closely linked with families. So if we have a public open to anybody to just drop it into Google and see, I very much wonder about a victim's right to privacy and outing the family, also remembering it's not just the victim, it's the people very closely connected to them.
Do you have a view about, or can you give some comment about the way different jurisdictions around Australia work, specifically about the West Australian model, noting your preference for a national scheme, but just if we're to learn from other jurisdictions, are there some that are doing it better than others in your observations?
When I have been asked, would I support the WA model, I say I would prefer it to be a public accessible website. So it's not applying, making application. It's just a family can go into their lounge room or their kitchen, wherever their laptop computers are, and have that important conversation about their personal safety and download information that will be available in an instant. We're just using technology of the day. So it's not a slower process.
Do you believe that a victim should have the right to make a call as to whether that perpetrator, their offender, should be on a register or not?
It's important to listen to the victims. Very, very important. And their vote does and should always carry weight. And taken into consideration before a decision's made. I just don't think it's necessary to have them as the only deciding voice. But I also think it's really important that we talk to partners, spouses, and the people who are closest to survivors as well, because they're the ones who are helping us pick up the pieces, and they also go through this experience with us and have even less of a voice and less control over the process than a survivor does.